Dulos or the J12 advocacy in essence is a good way para mahikayat ng mga taga-Dulos yung mga bata to come and learn. Kasi na-incorporate nila yung both values, naturuan nila yung mga bata ng mabuting asal tungkol kay Jesus, kay God, and then at the same time natututo sila ng mga educational na things.
I think that it's very good that meron silang advocacy of teaching outside the school premises kasi we don't get to have a lot of organizations to render their time.
For me, maganda yung advocacy ng Dulos, K-12, which is yung incorporate yung mga bata as early as mga bata pa sila sa mga teachings ng church, yun sa mga good ways kung paano sila magiging helpful sa community nila. And I think maganda yun na habang bata pa sila, natitrain na sila na kung paano maging mabuting tao paglaki nila.
I think the cause of Dulos is very nice. To make disciples among those children, maganda yun. I like it very much. In fact, when I went there, I suddenly missed my Sunday school class. We used to do that. And you would see the progress of the children. But eventually, you would see these children later on, they will have friends, they will grow up with them. Some of the children that we helped or some of the children that we ministered in our Sunday class are now grown-ups and are now part of our servants. So it's really nice. And when I went to Dulos, I sort of parang reminisce, wow, nga ano yung mga bata namin noon. I sort of miss them.
Inisip ko sa advocacy ng J12 is napaka-interesting niya. And hindi siya yung advocacy na sobrang similar sa iba. Because what we are empowering in J12 are the kids na I like the way they think na ang pinaka-pag-asa ng bayan talaga is to start with this innocent mind. And I think yung advocacy nila na magbigay ng free education while teaching the right values, yun kasi yung importante. Kasi itong mga bata na to, they will grow up in such a way na kung paano sila na-expose sa environment at their early age. So I think it is very interesting.
So yung service learning namin started na pumunta kami dun sa Dulos, tapos nakipag-coordinate kami dun sa person nila who's in charge of yung outreach for the children. And then nag-set kami ng date. Tapos before that, we decided na magkaroon ng book drive para yun yung pinaka-donation namin for Dulos and para magamit ng mga kids.
Saturday, July 8, din kami pumunta dun sa community na sa service namin sa mga G12 kids. Tapos nakita namin yung community nila na sobrang simple lang talaga nung pamumuhay nila. And then, yung mga bata, sila na rin yung parang willing talaga na umattend dun sa service learning ng J12 Dulos.
The first thing we've done is yung book drive na makipag-usap kami sa bawat tao and even organizations para lang makakollect ng mga books na i-donate namin for these J12 kids. And what's amazing is yung isa siguro sa pinaka-memorable na learning service or service learning na ginawa namin is yung pumunta kami sa mga bahay-bahay ng mga bata and we were able to see their true situation na hindi talaga lahat sa kanila is well off. And yung iba doon nakatira sa congested area na sa loob ng isang bahay, 3 pamilya yung magkakasama. And mas na-ignite yung passion na talagang these people really need help and we all know that the best thing for them to alleviate their lives from poverty is education. So, okay na okay talaga yung J12 service namin.
So when we got there, we just went to the home of the children and asked the parents. And also, when we saw children playing, we asked them, oh, come with us, sama kayo, ligo na kayo. Ano? So when we got there were only 2 children was with Venus. But later, we were able to gather 15 children.
But I didn't know na ang background ng mga batang nandun na mga uma-attend is very, very deeper. At mahirap talaga yung kalagayan nila. So the next time na pumunta kami, sinama na kami papunta na sumunod sa mga batang uma-attend. And surprisingly, akala mo sa umpisa nga is a very normal barangay sa likod ng school ng isang college. And then biglang meron pala ng lugar kung saan parang katabi siya ng isang recycling facility ng mga metals. So imagine yung klase ng wastes na meron doon, ano kaya yung dangers na pwedeng ma-cause niya sa mga bata. Tapos pagpasok namin doon sa eskinita, masikip, mababa, kung medyo matangkad ka, mauuntog ka nga. And then, may nadaanan kami isang bata na naghuhugas ng sobrang daming plato sa mga baso. Nandun lang siya sa gilid ng kanal. So, imagine yung pinagkakainan nila, dun din sila sa labas, sa sahig naghuhugas. When we met them, nung makita nila na galing kami from Dulos, yung mga salubog nilang ngiti, saka yung excitement nila na maka-attend dun sa activity. It was very heartfelt. Imagine, gano'n ang sitwasyon nyo, tapos nung pinuntahan kayo para pumunta at mag-aral at makisaya dun sa activities, very welcome yung mga taong galing sa labas. So, it was very surprising, although may experience na ako before with taking care of kids sa mga depressed areas, but it was a new experience for me na sumundukan ng mga batang katulad nila na nakatira sa mga lugar na yun para dalhin sa isang lugar at mag-aral at makisaya, matuto tungkol kay Kristo. It's a new experience for me.
Then, I had an interview dun sa isang parents. Sabi ko, bakit inaalaw niyo yung kids niya sumama dun sa dun sa J12 Dulos. Na kahit na medyo malayo din kasi yung location. Tapos sabi niya kasi parang instead na maglaro lang dun sa community nila, at least natututo sila, may other activities sila na pwedeng gawin. Same din sa mga kids. Nung in-interview namin sila, marami rin silang natututunan dun sa J12. And mas nakikilala nila sa Lord, sabi nila, tapos natututo din silang magdasal.
So, I met a couple of people na galing doon sa J12 mismo na volunteers, and then I helped them do the decorations, mostly decorations kasi yung actual program nila is naka-prepare na. They mentioned that yung preparation for the service is usually 2 weeks before. So, naka-prepare na yung program, naka-prepare na din kung sino yung mga taong kailangan for each of the segments ng program na yun. And then what we did is to work on the stage, tapos kung ano yung mga kailangan during the game. For example, kailangan nila ng marshals kasi dahil makulit yung mga bata, gusto nilang lumabas kahit nandun lahat ng tao sa loob ng room. Tapos kailangan din nila ng mga facilitator. So, during the service learning itself, which is yung actual J12 service, sobrang kulit ng mga bata. Nakakatuwa sila kasi nagpa-participate sila. Kahit na makulit sila, nagpa-participate sila, kumakanta sila, sumasali sila sa games. Tapos, yung kakaiba lang dun sa experience ko from the service learning is that the children were really friendly. Tapos sobrang gusto nilang yumakap lang dun sa mga tao. Kahit hindi pa nila kami gano'n kakilala ng sobra. Pero alam nila na nag-serve kami for that particular day. Although hindi naman kami part ng Dulos. Sobrang nakikihalubilo sila, nakikipag-usap sila sa amin.
I enjoyed our activity. One, because we know, or I know, that even after the activity, there is something that we left for the children. It's something that the children can use, so it's not just a one-time thing. Second, I enjoyed the interaction. When I talked to the children and asked them what they want to be in the future, they told us, one of them said that he wants to be an engineer. Another said that he wants to be a policeman. And I asked him, bakit, no? And he said that because gusto niya makatulong. And it makes me feel hopeful because in other outreaches that we went, when you ask the children what they want to be, they will say to be a tricycle driver, a pedicab driver, but these children has bigger dreams. And I'm more hopeful because I know that if these children has that big dreams, they would strive to become more than what they are right now.
parang naisip ko, wala akong karapatang magreklamo because I'm still very blessed compared to these kids kung ano yung sitwasyon nila. And pag tinignan mo sila, parang wala silang pinagdadaanan sa buhay nila. And that was what made me realize na swerte ako and I have to do something to share the things that I have, to share the life that I have with these kids. Yun talaga yung naramdaman ko during our service learning. And nung nakita ko sila na nag-enjoy during the sessions, parang I felt fulfilled na naging part ako na experience na yun.
Mga learnings ko, one is medyo eye-opener yung state ng community na kung saan namin sinundo yung mga kids. Kasi at first, parang normal, ano lang siya, neighborhood, normal na kanto, na may mga bahay, ganun. Tapos may pinasukan kaming eskinita na parang naging sobrang maze na sa loob na madilim. So meron pa pala siyang parang community within a community dun sa loob na hindi ko na-imagine paano nila nagagawa na mag-survive or mag-stay dun sa ganong klaseng environment. And then yung learnings ko is siguro na-appreciate ko yung ginawa ng Dulos for reaching out to the kids and sharing yung mga good ways nila, yung teaching yung paano sa mga Bible study, and maganda yung advocacy nila, and I think nakatulong naman yung book drive namin kasi marami kaming nakuha na books na for sure magagamit ng mga bata habang nandun sila sa church. Tapos another thing is that yung state, parang living state nila dun sa community is something na kailangan pa sigurong i-address. Parang it's something na kailangan matutukan din. Hindi ko alam kung Dulos or probably the government para ma-check nila ano ba talaga yung living conditions ng mga tao dun sa community.
So, yung learnings ko during the actual service learning program, basically yung pinaka nakita ko dun sa mga volunteers ni Dulos is yung patience at yung dedication. So, hindi naman kasi sila required to do it. Yung ginagawa nila for Dulos takes their time for the weekend for something na they can use for something else. And din mga lead passers na teachers na nagtuturo for Sunday school. So, yun yung nakakabilib doon sa mga volunteers ni J12.
During the event, nung ina-assist na namin yung mga kids, nakita nila na marami kaming dinalang books for them since nga nagkaroon ng book drive. Tapos, tinanong ko sila kung gusto ba nilang gamitin yung mga books. And lahat sila parang excited na hiramin yung mga books.
Mga batang lumalapit na sobrang excited sila kasi may mga libro. Parang medyo nagulat lang ako dun sa ganong experience kasi usually pag bata, isipin mo gusto nilang laruan. Pero parang for me, it's rare to find children who are excited to see books. And parang natutuwa pa sila na nagtatanong sila, pwede na ba namin tingnan, pwede ba namin buksan. So nakakatawa kasi nandun yung kagustuhan nila na matuto, na makapagbasa. And I think it's something na tinuturo din nila for Sunday school because of their literacy work.
Siguro yung greatest learning na na-receive ko dito is yung vision towards the younger generation. Totoo talaga yung sinabi ni Jose Rizal na ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan. And if we really want to raise up a better generation, we better start reaching out for the younger ones. Kasi sila yung magiging next na leader. And if these people, kung i-allow lang natin sila na maging ganun, yung iba doon baka pwedeng maging mandurukot na lang or hindi makapag-start ng pag-aaral. So, greatest learning na na-receive ko is to really make an influence of what we have and to take care of the younger generation. Sabi nga natin sa corporate social responsibility, di ba? People, planet, and profit. And the greatest people that we need to really observe are the younger ones.